Hello everyone, it is Daniella from Miss Scientist here, and today we are going to be covering the 6 agents of disease. So when I was in 4th grade, there was a huge flu outbreak at my school and almost everyone was out sick. I mean, it was honestly insane how many people got this viral infection. So none of us really knew exactly what a virus was and more importantly, how to prevent contracting it. From viruses to fungi, infectious diseases are so important to learn about so we can stop the spread and protect ourselves. So first off, we have viruses. Viruses are non-living, microscopic agents. The method in which a virus infects a host depends on the type of virus. Some of the more common methods of infection include touch or saliva. The cool thing about viruses is that they cannot reproduce on their own. In order to replicate, they infect a host cell and take over its protein synthesis process, which is the process cells use to multiply. Preventing the virus from spreading is actually quite simple. Vaccinate yourself and have proper personal hygiene. Viruses are usually easy to diagnose, and they can be detected through lab testing and exams. As for treatment, antiviral and pain relief medication is usually what the doctor prescribes. One example of a virus is the influenza or flu virus. Next up, we have prions. These non-living submicroscopic proteins are also known as proteinaceous infectious particles. They infect a host through contaminated materials such as meat or medical equipment. Prions cause normal proteins in the brain to fold in ways they really aren't supposed to. These abnormal proteins can be diagnosed through MRIs, spinal taps, and EEGs, which analyze blood and brain waves. There is no cure for prions, and medication only helps slow progression. In order to avoid contracting them, people should properly clean medical equipment and educate prion-infected individuals about helping stop the spread. One example of this type of disease is the CJD, which can cause hallucinations, confusion, dementia, and even death. Another agent of disease is bacteria. Bacteria are living, microscopic, unicellular prokaryotic organisms. Like viruses, the method of infections varies with the type, but it can infect through anything from a wound to the mouth. Bacteria can invade cells, produce harmful toxins, and cause tissue damage. Fortunately, though, bacterial infections can be diagnosed with lab exams and testing, and they can be treated with antibiotics. In order to prevent bacterial infections, vaccination and proper hygiene is the way to go. One example of a bacterial infection is tuberculosis. Another agent of disease you may be familiar with are protists. These are living, microscopic, single-celled, eukaryotic, and frankly very animal-like organisms. They infect through the consumption of food or water that has been contaminated with feces of an infected organism. Basically, they infect organs, depriving a host of essential nutrients, causing problems including tissue and organ damage. Protist infections can be diagnosed with the examination of fecal material, and some can be treated with antiprotozoal medication. However, most of these infections can be prevented altogether with proper personal hygiene and maintenance of sanitary conditions. Next is helminths, which are living, both macro and microscopic, eukaryotic, multicellular worms. And the method of infections vary between each worm. These worms can deprive a host of nutrients and cause tissue and organ damage. They can be diagnosed through examination of fecal material and blood, and they can be treated with deworming medications. Like the method of infection, prevention varies based on the type of worm, but it includes avoiding contaminated food or water and insect bites. One example of a helminth infection is a tapeworm infection. Finally, we have fungi, the 6th agent of disease you are probably familiar with. Fungi are living, multicellular, eukaryotic organisms. This category includes, and this might look a little gross, yeasts, mildews, molds, and mushrooms. But there are also microscopic varieties. Some forms infect when its spores are inhaled or land on a host. Infection, like the example of athlete's foot, can cause tissue damage. Infections can be diagnosed with microscopic tissue or blood exams, and then can be treated with antifungals. But you can prevent infection by avoiding contact with an infected host. And there you have it. Those are the 6 agents of disease. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and check out the Miss Scientist channel for more. Bye!